Alright, I may have wasted 10 minutes earlier. I may have wasted 10 minutes earlier filming this because my phone microphone wasn't picking up what I was saying clearly. So I'll give a visual and maybe one or two swings to prove the point, but I think I can mostly do it with this optimizer thing here, just looking at the history of my shots. So I apologize for any breathing, guys. As you can tell, you know, I'm not exactly a beacon of fitness over here. You know, a lot of mass takes a lot of energy to move. But basically, what I was talking about, the feel that I had, so previously what I was doing was I had my hips, my lead hip quite open to the target at address, and I didn't quite realize it. So while my stance isn't fully open, my hip was open, right? So hip was open, I had my trail foot maybe a bit more in line with my front foot, and then because of that, look at my lead, my trail shoulder, it's closed. And I essentially have no option in a swing without doing a dramatic change mid backswing before I come through, but to come back over the top of the ball and have an over the top swing, which basically locks you in. Which basically locks you in to that out to in path that causes a slice. So what I'll do is here, I'll hit one the way I used to stand, right? No thought in the shot, and we'll look at the numbers real quick. So just do that, half decent strike, right? Attack angle is slightly negative. That's not bad. Ideally, you want to be swinging up on it. My actual swing that I target is about 3 to 4 degrees positive, which is quite nice, objectively speaking. But look at that club path. Huge out to in, right? And that's what I was struggling with, no matter what I tried. And if I tried to do the whole, yep, don't change anything at address, just bring the club back, drop it into your pocket, and then pull through, never fucking works for me. Because it's just too much, you know, like it's tricky, awkward. Whereas if I fix it at address, where I close my lead hip to the target, drop my trail foot slightly back, spine tilt, really important, right? Do all those things, it gives me a really nice path to follow just naturally almost. Like you can't fight it. Like, so I'll just do a half swing. Really bad strike, but I'm not worried about that. So attack angle, positive, club path, positive, face angle, open. I opened it up, that was a really lazy swing. That's what resulted in that, you know, block shot straight right. But those numbers are what I'm looking at, and I'm stoked with that. So I'll try and put a bit more speed in now with that same feel. Hopefully it feels a bit more natural. So close my lead hip, trail foot, a little bit behind, spine tilt, right? Excuse me for the burp. And then, right? So once again, look at that. Still not a great strike, 1.45. It's okay, it's not great. Nice low spin, great attack angle, club path, into out. Right, face angle, open. Once again, a bit of a blocky shot, right? But if you go to this optimizer here, like look at this. That same shot, right, optimized, you're carrying all of a sudden 287, running a total of 310, you know? Or if I go back, can I go in the history of shots here? Where are we? 260 normalized. This is a really good example here. So following the same logic, right? Nice thing, that's crazy positive attack angle. Nice low spin. It was a bad strike, right? But look at the club path, man. fucking wicked into out. Like that's really good for me. And it's resulted in this draw. Maybe a touch of an overdraw, maybe, right? But then if you go and optimize this, and this is probably looking more, this is probably something more that someone like James, not James in particular, but someone like James could expect because he's a better striker of the ball than I am consistently with the driver especially. That same shot, optimized, 284 carry, total 307. You know, like that's crazy. That's assuming like a 1.48 smash factor, which is not unreasonable to expect, right? If I go, same thing here with this shot. This is a good example from before, right? So a bit of a more blocky left shot, but still, you know, it was me trying to step on it a bit. So this is me swinging at about 90% thereabouts. 260 total. Sorry, 260 carry, 270 total. 126 club speed, 180 ball speed, really bad strike, 1.42, high spin, nice positive attack angle, and the club path with that same feel, despite trying to add a fair bit more speed into it, was neutral at worst. You know, you gotta optimize this shot. Like, if I could pull this off, right? 305 carry, 328 total. Like, tell me someone that would be complaining about that. Yeah, this isn't the tip. I saw Mark, you said before that you don't want any more swing thoughts. This is more me explaining what I had kind of worked out the other day for myself. If you guys take anything away from this, awesome. But at the end of the day, I'm a 26 handicapper feeling my way through like managing my swing and everything else, right? But I just think there's absolutely some merit to this. And I'm sure you guys would agree too.